Okay, let's see. Is this working? Yes or no? The stream is working, but is my voice working? Gotta wait for the stream delay. It's always far behind on YouTube. I'm not. Yeah, my face just popped up. Yeah, it is. Okay! The game has just started. It's 18:40 on the countdown clock. The first game of the two. Now I have Carlton on at the same time. They start 5 minutes later. Hello, Hunter. How am I feeling? I'm feeling good. Just sort out a couple of videos while I watch this before the other game goes live. Flag mantle back. We'll see, mate. We'll see. Who's getting our first point? Adjective, flag mantle, now you're 4 and 5 so far. I need to check what mine is, because I definitely tipped Sydney. So, aha! I got 1 so far. It'll be 2 in a second. Melbourne hasn't updated yet. I got Melbourne. I got Port and Melbourne. I got the first 3 games wrong. Why did I tip West Coast? Am I an idiot? I think I'm an idiot. Oh my days. Someone should have told me I'm an idiot for tipping Gold Coast. I don't know if there's a word for doing 4 things at the same time, but I'm doing 4 things at the same time right now. Goal! The Bombers get the first goal! This could be quite interesting. It's only the first goal of the game, but you never know. This could be the start of an Essendon onslaught. Alright. Got a couple of videos ready to go, so I'm just going to upload them. Well, shorts, so they're not really like, I mean they're videos, but they're clips more like. How am I feeling about Hawks? I mean, I thought we'd lose. I said we'd lose by 50 points. So, I think it was fairly close to 50 points. What was the exact number? 54. I was close. Hello, Ethan. How you doing? That's the first time I called you Ethan, I think. I always say Supercar, but it's not your name anymore. I think I just naturally say whatever I see first. What's the game tomorrow? There's only 2 games tomorrow. Oh, that's a bit. Yeah, that makes sense. There's 2 fighting games, isn't there? Don't know why I'm even asking that. If possible, I'll try and watch Collingwood GGWS, but no promises. It's at 7:35 in the morning, 7:40 in the morning. Right now it's 10:33. It's a good. Oh, I just realised the other game started. Why am I not watching it? Alright, no one's scored yet. Right, let me get a double screen up. I'm gonna turn commentary off for Carlton Western Bulldogs because I'm just hearing too many things. But I'm gonna watch that as well. I don't know though, because I might miss a goal from not hearing it. Oh, not a mark. Misses. Almost a second goal for Essendon. They're all over him. All over him. You know, I'm going to put both commentaries on, just in case. Big mark Brisbane. Big goal Bulldogs. First blood to the away team in both games. Danaher. Goal. Essendon still ahead though. Still an away day so far. Point for Carlton. Brisbane almost in again. Post for the Dogs. It's similar trajectory in both games, you know. If actually no, that doesn't make sense because Carlton got behind. Still, the away team winning. Instead of stretching my head, I should get the chat closer to the games. No, not there, not that, not that. But like, I'm looking at the games this way, and then the chat was like over here. Okay. Let's move the chat to the left. I hope both of these are close. You know, that's all I can hope for, really. Like in the Brisbane game, I'd prefer Brisbane win because I prefer them and they're my Premiership tip, and also I would have tipped in this round. The other game, I really don't mind. I guess I go for whoever I tipped. Who did I tip? I tipped Western Bulldogs. But yeah. But still, in that game, you know, as long as it's close, I'm good. 8:53 left in the Brisbane game. Not many scoring shots. Takes me so long to tweet out links to the stream and other stuff. Normally, like a 30-second job takes like 10 minutes because I'm streaming. Big defensive mark. Some people do this every week. It's like hearing two commentaries is just it's just bugging me. I'm watching one game and I'm hearing something else and just like, oh yeah. Not quite, not quite. It's a draw. For now. Six of the last 10 inside 50s to the Lions. Only 4 scoring shots though. And they weren't all from inside 50s. Well, another goal for the Dogs. Hello, Grass10. Come on, doggies. Is that because you tipped them or because you don't like Carlton? I'm curious. Or do you just prefer the Dogs? Oh, 6 out of 7 if Dogs and Lions win. I got my first 3 wrong, so I kind of need the tips to go right. I tipped the Lions and the Bulldogs. Same as you for those 2 games. Alright, Hipwood set shot. Here we go, it is time. Hipwood, that's not even a score, bro. Come on now. What are you doing to us, Eric? You hate Carlton, tip the Dogs. Fair enough. That's a double win. I need a Dogs win as well. I need my tipping. I just want it to be close, that's all. I watched some strong tackles in one game and there's a mark at the other. I finally shared everything. Only behind, only behind. Let's see if Cameron can do better. Cameron! That was even worse, bro. Cameron had a straight set shot. Goes left. Of course it does. Of course it does. I'm not sure if anyone answered it yesterday. I didn't see the answer. If so, I asked yesterday, how much do Australians pay for Fox footy? I'm just curious. Or just, I guess you have to pay. You don't just pay for the footy. You pay for the channel in general. How much does Fox cost? I'm trying to compare it to Sky Sports and how much they charge for the Premier League. Excuse me. Ooh. Some good play from Essendon, and then that happened. Hello, Sam. How you doing? Danaher. Damn! Why'd they give him so much time? It's not like he had a set shot or anything. Danaher just gets the ball and he's just like, yeah, let me just take the shot, mate. Yeah, that's good. Scores a banger. Gets a very nice goal. Shouldn't really give him that much space though. They basically gave him a free shot, a goal. Just have a shot, mate. Why not? And it came from an Essendon chance as well. That was really poor. The way possession was given away, and then well, there you go. Eight of the last 10 inside 50s, Brisbane. It's been a while since Essendon's last one. Behind Essendon. At least they're in the game. Like, at least they're, even though Brisbane are dominating inside 50s, amongst other things, So there's only a goal in it. It's not like end of the world. Imagine being a Carlton supporter. 20 years of misery. I don't think there's a link goes in the stream, but if you see this, mate, I'm sorry. I I know you're in a lot of pain. Mr. Finals last year at one point, now their final chances have turned to dust. They look strong at the start of the season as well. It's quite funny. Wiedemann and Mark. This could level it up. Cause like the Arsenal of the AFL. I mean, I'd love to argue, but you're not. You might not be wrong. Yeah, you might have a point there, actually. No, I don't. I don't follow Carlton. I follow Hawthorn. You silly goose. Let's not. And as I say that, flipping Essendon missed their shot. I thought that'd be a sure goal, but no. I got to ask, guys. Do you reckon that the Essendon players got confused when they let Jordana shoot? They let him have a free shot at goal. Do you think maybe they thought he was still their teammate? It looks so like match fixing in a way, because like he was just standing there with the ball at his range. It was far out, but it was his range. They're like, you know what? We're not gonna come towards you. We're just gonna get you. One of your mates goes for Arsenal and Carlton. Well, I feel bad for him. Hopefully, there's hope tomorrow. It's Everton v Man City and Arsenal v Brighton tomorrow, back to back. You never know; there could be hope. But they have to lose twice though, so that's the only thing. even if they lost tomorrow, they can still win the league. I never thought it in the first place. To be fair, I knew it was going to happen. So it's quarter time in one game. I've noticed the winning team has got 14 points. In both games. Brighton look good. Yeah, they do look good. Be a big game. Who's the three of the Premier League? That's a good question. I don't know. It'll be interesting matching teams up. I think Collingwood will be Liverpool, just because everyone hates Liverpool. And everyone hates Collingwood. Hawthorn, not at the moment, but Hawthorn generally are like Man United. That's like the comparison I've heard, which is quite ironic because I hate Man United. I hate Man United, but I chose the Man United of the AFL. But yeah, Man United, basically everyone hates them because they kept winning things. Like people hated Hawthorn for the three-peat. That's the comparison there. I don't know who'd be freer though. Chelsea might be the Giants, because Chelsea, money takeover. Giants funded quite well. But then who'd be Man City? Man City are the most funded team in the league. Actually, Newcastle are now. Hello, playlist guy. How you doing? Who is the Fremantle? I don't know. I was gonna say I'm waiting for the goal, but there's no goal. It's a behind for Silvani. Thanks for the donation again, playlist guy. 99 cents. I appreciate it. I wonder how YouTube calculates. Like, do they go by the current exchange rate on Google, or like whose exchange rate do they use? Because yesterday I got $1 and it was 54 pence. Today's 99 cents, 53 pence. I feel like 99 cents is kind of worth more in a way. Not worth more in terms of like, in terms of like the rates. Maybe the rate is higher today than yesterday. I don't know. I like statistics. I like working with numbers. Which teams has like no supporters, can't score goals, and is overshadowed by another local side? That's a good question, but like everyone in the Premier League gets a decent amount of supporters. There used to be a team, Wigan. They got relegated, but they used to struggle to get fans in their stadium. I think they still do actually. They still do struggle. Remember when they played against Arsenal one game, they had like such a small section because they couldn't sell out enough away tickets. So I guess it would be Wigan, but they're gone now. So, but there used to be a team that would like win some big games as well in the Premier League. And they beat Man City to win a cup final in 2013, I think. Like when you said can't score goals, that was Crystal Palace. But they got a new manager recently, and since then they've been scoring goals. But before, when they had the previous manager, they'd scored like one goal in like 4 months or something. But they're like one of the best supported teams in the country. Their fans turn up, so like I was just like, okay, might not be Crystal Palace then, and because they fixed the goal scoring problem. So like three are exactly beating some big teams. Yeah. So I guess Wigan, but not Wigan now since they've gone down. I don't know what they're doing now. But when they're in the Premier League, yeah. There was one season where they beat like every big team in the same season, but they lost most of their games. They're staying up though. Well, it's quarter time at Marvel Stadium, and while that happens, it is now the start of the second quarter in the Brisbane game. Well, it's about to be anyway. The players are out, so it can't be too far away. West Coast is the most profitable club, I think, but we all know how they're going at the moment. AC Inter second leg will be massive. Yeah, it'll be massive, yeah. Inter Milan were dominant in that first leg, you know. It's kind of worrying. It probably should have been worse than 2-0. But, yeah. I was just like, damn, it's a big Milan derby. And one team's turned up. AC Milan need to score first, second leg. There's a video for my channel, match AFL clubs, soccer clubs. It would be hard, but that'd be quite fun. I'd be like, well, Liverpool must be Collingwood because everyone hates them, but like Newcastle could be Collingwood because they both wear stripes and they're both magpies. I think that's the only nickname in common. Newcastle and Collingwood both are magpies, as far as I know. Who's winning the Ashes? I don't know, mate. You know, I actually almost, not almost, but I would have gone to day one of the Ashes. I don't like cricket, but because most of my viewers are Australian, I think it would have been a good video. So I would have sat through a day of cricket, Test cricket, just to please a few, like a few viewers. But yeah, I didn't get it because you had to apply for a ballot. So you applied for it, and you win the ballot or you don't. I was in the ballot for Wimbledon as well, and I didn't get that. I was disappointed by that because I like tennis. I'm just like, can I see one day of tennis? No, it wasn't. It wasn't even the final. I didn't apply for the final. I applied for like day 4 or something. They're just like, you didn't get it. I'm just like, okay then. Could have been some crazy July. It's still going to be a crazy July. I'm going to 3 events in July, but not Wimbledon or the Ashes. Views from Raven Premier League fans, double views. Indeed, maybe. Dana Holmes gets a mark. Meanwhile, see some massive bearded man on a jet ski in an advert. AMI car insurance. Oh, it's called Amy. Right. That makes more sense than just pronouncing just spelling the name out. It sounded like something you spelled the name out. Ignore me. Why is there a Kia driving in the snow? Well, it might not be snow. Careful, July's tornado season. What in Miami, in Florida? Where else would it be tornado season? I love how Fox are just advertising every partner of AFL. Harvey Norman, Kia, Bunnings, Amy. They just put them all in like a compilation of adverts. Okay, fair enough. Gotta get your bread. Mr. Danaher. I see some empty seats there. I probably could have gone to this game if I... Oh my days. He missed that on purpose, guys. This is match fixing. He's looking out for his old teammates. What is that? Not as bad as Charlie Cameron's one in the first quarter, though. That was an awful miss. Still. There is no tornado season in Europe. We do sometimes have tornadoes, though. They're just not... I mean, there was a fairly big one in Birmingham once, which is like 3 hours north of here. But, yeah. The UK is pretty lucky in that sense. No active volcano. There is one in Iceland, I think, but we're far enough away, so I don't think it's big enough. Although, if it did erupt, it would affect flights at worst. We're not on any plates, so no major earthquakes. Although we do have earthquakes, just minor ones. Not that I felt any, but yeah. I think our biggest problem is flooding. Some parts of the country really have some bad flooding, especially in the summer. Another behind. It's not his hip put this time. The third largest tornado outbreak in history was in the UK. 104 twisters in only 5 hours. When was this then? There was an active volcano in Australia. Oh, you mean the one in I think I know what you mean. There was a super volcano. There was a super volcano in I think it was South Australia. There's still like you can go to like I think it's like a there's a place where you can see like remnants of it. Was it South Australia? I can't remember. Super volcanoes fascinate me. There's one in America that's actually active. Uh, if it erupted, it would affect quite a big part of the world. Yellowstone, it's called. There's a big park above it. You may have heard of Yellowstone National Park. It's sitting on a volcano. A super volcano. Tasmania played in Marvel today. You don't know. What do you mean? It's in Gawler, Adelaide. Another behind for Carlton. Carlton not scored a single goal yet. Largest recorded tornado outbreak in European history. Span of 5 hours 26 minutes during the late morning, early afternoon of 23rd November 1981. 104 confirmed tornadoes touched down across Wales and central, northern and eastern England. Not London then. No, I'm joking, but oh, there's a mark for the Lions. That's interesting. But they wouldn't have been like... Yeah, 0 fatalities, 8 injuries. Properties damaged, hundreds of them. As far as tornadoes go, that's not exactly... I mean, it's bad, but it wasn't that deadly, clearly. It's not like those mental ones you get in like America and other places. Behind for the Lions. Why are there so many bad kicks today? Why are there so many bad kicks? So I'm due. I mean, I'm going to... I went to the British F1 last year. I'm going there this year as well in July. That's one of the events I'm going to. Which is like... I mean, I'm getting on a train, but it's like 2 hours north, I think. But I don't think there'll be a tornado during that time. Plus, this one happened in November. There was one in Birmingham, like, in the mid-2000s or something. I don't remember that one. The 2006 London tornado. What do you mean? I'm There actually was one. Where was it? Because I had no idea this existed. F2 tornado. Is that like a low tornado? 6 injuries. Well, this had almost as many injuries as the other one. The outbreak had 8 injuries. This London one had 6. Right. Where was it then? What? It doesn't say. Brent. I'm not near Brent anyway. That's probably why I don't hear about it. It was in Brent. It's like South London? West? Can't remember. Almost incredible Bulldogs goal from the pocket. Not a goal. Listen, guys. Every team has got more behinds than goals. Every single team. I mean, Carlton have got no goals, so ignore them. The other teams, more behinds than goals every single time. That is funny, though. Carlton have got no goals. You've had a whole quarter plus 5 minutes. Come on, lads. That's 5 minutes on the clock, so longer than that. Stringer! Mark! Stringer! I want the Lions to win, but I like Stringer, so... The Acer's already sold out. Well, I'm not surprised. I couldn't get a damn ticket, and I was in the ballot. I was like, as soon as the ballot went on sale, I applied. I applied immediately, and I didn't get it. Obviously, ballot's not about first come first serve. Stringer just got a goal. Stringer. Ballot's about random picks, but still. Two common medalists with 0 goals. Kind of wanted to have some food at quarter time, then I realised it didn't make any sense because one game was 5 minutes behind, so it wouldn't have worked. At half time I will. Michael Voss isn't ready for senior coaching. Interesting take. What a goal. What a goal. I saw that whole passage. What a goal. Essendon lead. Who would have thought it, eh? Essendon more likely to win the game than Carlton. I mean, I guess people could see that coming, to be fair, based on form, but still. You'd think, considering the Lions are beaten at the Gabba, you'd think, they would be struggling this much. But they had the scoring shots, they just didn't get the goals. So when you don't take your chances, the opposition can punish you, and Essendon are good enough to punish you. Great goal though. Tornado's destroying my building. No, that's roadworks. They're putting a new road in outside. There's like a massive hole in the ground for like the whole road. But they started filling it up actually. It's interesting to get a perspective of how making a road works. You've got to build a massive... It looks like a trench, like you're going to war or something. They take the road out and there's a massive trench in the bottom, then they fill it in with a new road. It's quite interesting. I can watch from the video like a window, like a supervisor. Oh, yep, he's filling that road up really well, yep. That guy, the bulldozer, he's doing a great job. Tornado must be on the ground. What are you talking about? They come from the sky. From the ground would be an earthquake. We could get Carlton's first goal in a second. 12 minutes to go in the second quarter there. Carlton's first goal. Essendon get behind while that happens. And it's not the highest scoring game, so they're already within a goal. Says a lot. And still every team has more behinds than goals. Just pointing that out. Paddy Cripps hasn't played a single final. Let that sink in. Well, whose fault is that, eh? Carlton bloody chokers, mate. Well, they are still two close games. So far, they're fairly close, both of them. Let's check how my shorts are doing. I'm making these shorts a regular thing. They were just going to be like temporary while I was on holiday, but I'm just like, I'm enjoying making these. Let me make some more. Sydney Freo video. 4 views, 1 like. Okay, it's Rome wasn't built in a day. Richmond Gold Coast video. 220 views. Wow, people watch this one. 4 likes, 5 dislikes. Wow. That's the first negative like ratio since last week. Hawthorn v Adelaide. 1 dislike. No likes. They're just like, yeah, we don't want to see this. What do you mean? The Anza Davidoff did well. The Arsenal vlog underperformed massively. My last 4 vlogs got like at least 800. The last one, 64. No, 72. I'm pretty sure I got more views on my vlogging channel. Yeah, totally fine. Will I play GeoGuessr again? I need to. I've been uploading them on my Sir Davidoff channel. The last one was like last month, I think. And the last one was in March that I uploaded. I need to record more. Go run into a twister for views. No, thank you. I am not that sort of crazy person. Although I do want to visit that volcano in America, the Yellowstone one.
Cripps took a pay cut to stay at Carlton. Well, he said he wanted success, not money. So why did he go to Geelong? Why didn't he go to Geelong? I don't know, mate. You got to ask him that. Maybe he's loyal. That could be it. There's a player in the Premier League called Harry Kane. You may have heard of him. He's England's captain, England's top scorer of all time. He plays for Tottenham, and Tottenham have not won anything in like 30 years. But he stays there. No one knows why, but he stays there. Maybe Patty Cripps is the Harry Kane of the AFL. I don't know. He could easily win trophies at so many clubs, but he wants to stay at Tottenham. Maybe he has Stockholm Syndrome, I don't know. Or maybe he's just loyal. Maybe Patty Cripps is loyal to Carlton. I'm just speculating. Oh, post. And probably in a few years' time, he'll be the all-time Premier League top scorer. Yellowstone site, infamous Yellowstone F5 tornado, which obliterated over 1 million trees. Well, I want to go there. That volcano fascinates me. But also there's some great wildlife there. I don't know if you probably saw my video about my plan to tour America, and that was on the list. I might cut Miami off it and make it everything else about Miami. Just because Miami has a hurricane season between May and September. No, June and September. So I'm just like, I'll save Miami for another year. Because I want to see the Daytona race there. If I ever see a NASCAR race, it's that one. I want to see that one. Go big or go home. Anthony McDonald tipping Woody. Oh, he doesn't shoot. Right. I call him AMT. No one else calls him AMT. I call him AMT. Can't believe it, a North Korea geoguesser. Yeah, I can't believe it either. I did that one. Only way to tour America is to rent the car and drive coast to coast. No, not really. At least not for me, anyway. Because if I was rich and I really wanted to spend time touring all of America, I'd also go to Alaska. And to go to Alaska, you would drive through Canada. So I'd rather fly, if I'm being honest. But speaking of mainland US, because of me personally, I've done LA now, and I've done New York. So it's not really interested in Chicago. So what's left for me? Florida, Yellowstone, Vegas, the Grand Canyon, and Alaska. Oh, good goal. And the F1 race in Texas, that one. Yeah, Texas as well then. Essendon 10 points ahead. The Daytona 500. Yeah, that's the race I want to go to. That's the NASCAR race I want to go to. That's in Florida. It's not in Miami, but there is an airport next to Daytona that you can fly in from Miami. So ideally what I'd do is I'd visit Miami and visit Daytona for a couple of days and watch the race. And then we'll save those theme parks for when I have someone to go with. But there's theme parks obviously in another part of Florida. Disneyland has 6 of them, I think. Universal has 3. Goal for the Bulldogs! Or Disney World as they call it over there. Almost a mark in the Lions game. was great teamwork leading up to that mark for the Dogs. And a nice goal to top that off. I should go to a small state like Wyoming or Utah. But why? Yellowstone's pretty, Yellowstone, the park is big, but it's in Montana, which is a fairly small... It's one of those small... If you Google Montana, it's like a small town with, like, background, like, fields everywhere, mountains. It's a really nice looking place. You need to go to American Drive after a tornado. Yeah, you do that, mate. I'm not doing that. I ain't driving after a tornado. If I see one, I'm going the other way. Why don't you go to Florida in hurricane season to see how you fare over there? Stay in like a 1-star hotel, so it's not completely safe. Another goal for the Dogs. Now they're marching on. I know they're not the Saints, but I wanted to say marching on for some reason. Although the Saints march in, not on. I know the lyrics. Not hard to remember already. I want to visit the big fake cities. What do you mean? Number one on my list is like the Grand Canyon. That's not the big fake city. That's not even a city. That's a canyon. Hurricane, who cares? Well, hurricanes are more extreme. So if you really want to challenge yourself, you go and see a hurricane, mate. It's a tourist trap. What, the Grand Canyon? I mean, every big tourist area is a tourist trap. The Eiffel Tower is a tourist trap. Doesn't mean people don't go there and see it, because it's pretty magnificent when you see it. Like Santa Monica Pier is a tourist trap, but I went there, had a good time. Tomorrow's Australia Mother's Day. Oh, that's awesome. Happy Mother's Day to all. Hurricane, it's just a big wet annoyance. Oh, is it? Why don't you go and test it, mate? I'd rather see a tornado than a hurricane. Like, there was a hurricane to the west of the UK. I think it was last year. It didn't hit the UK, but it was, like, to the west. And we, like, felt the edge of it. And we just felt the edge of it. And it was so bad here. It was so windy. I'm just like, if that's the edge of a hurricane in England, I don't want to be in one in Florida. No, thank you. No thanks. Tornado, however, we had what? The one you mentioned, 981. 8 injuries. It hit most of the damn country. I think I'd rather... But if you want to be dangerous, the hurricane's the dangerous one. They both are, but hurricane more so. So it's quarter time in at the Gabba, 10 points. 3 minutes on the clock, 2:46 to be exact in the Marvel. Drive to middle of Oklahoma. But why? Like, what am I doing there? Probably mute the Lions game for now because it's not. It's currently half time. I'm listening to analysis to that while I'm trying to. It's hard to get used to hearing two commentators at the same time. I still haven't got used to it. I've tried it a few times. Two minutes to go. Hope you promise can keep this up. A win would be nice. Yeah, it would be very good. Like, how impressive would this be? And it's very much possible right now. It's like a miracle, like when you got driven to Hillsville. Yeah, but like Yellowstone, that's quite similar. It's very hilly, and I'm going somewhere in Austria soon. I'm looking forward to showing that off. Really nice mountain range, but like, yeah, I'm literally planning on going to Montana, which is where Yellowstone is, and like, there's some really nice scenery there. But yeah, I went to Hillsville because I wanted to see the sanctuary. I was interested a lot in Australian wildlife, and I didn't mind how far I had to go to see it. So, and I got something different from each place. Nothing will top that Canberra zoo, though. My word, that white lion. There was two of them. He had a sister, but the male. I bloody got to give him a little scratch. Nothing is more American than the road trip. Yeah, but I wouldn't do a road trip on my own. Like, solo road trip sounds kind of like, I need something a bit more like The Hangover without all the chaos in Vegas. Have you been to rural America? No, I've only been to New York and California, San Francisco, and Los Angeles. All that Hollywood and Inglewood. Although I went there for WrestleMania, like I'm just like, WrestleMania is in Hollywood. I want to go there. This is the year to go because it was my bucket list, and I thought, hey, instead of just going for like WrestleMania weekend, why don't I just make like a holiday out of it? So I went for 2 weeks. I toured Paramount Studios. That was awesome. I toured Warner Brothers Studios, Sony Studios. I saw the real Van Leaves from Breaking Bad, which is awesome. I saw the Mystery Machine Universal. Went to Disneyland. I did an LA tour. What else did I do? I did something else. I walked to the Hollywood sign. That was one of the best things I did there. 100%. The Hollywood sign. That was awesome. It's like a 2-hour hike up a hill, but it's not as bad as it looks. It's mainly the end of it that's kind of like really long, but that was worth it. The view was amazing, and like there was a massive hole in the ground. And that was the Batcave in the original Batman TV show. I thought that was pretty cool. Not the original, actually, the original movie, 1966. There we go. 18 points. Might as well have gone to downtown London. What are you talking about? That's nothing like LA. That view from the Hollywood sign, that was mesmerizing. Anyway, yeah, I'll be back. Gonna have some food. Second half, I'll be back. That's good timing, once again. Just like last week. Carlton Collingwood next round, is it? That's massive. Next Sunday, wow. Hi Laura, how you doing? Alright, second half commences in one game. Danaher, good mark. Am I getting a phone call? Don't worry, it's nothing important. Goal for Danaher. Afternoon, Harry. Or morning for me, actually. It's almost afternoon. It's 11:53 a.m. Right. Let me sort this thing out. Have I got Ultra song in my descriptions? That makes no sense. What a terrible 2 games. What do you mean? Well, one has 4 points in it. Thoughts on Port? Yeah, they're looking good. You expect them to beat North Melbourne, really, but yeah. So far, doing really well. But the big test is next week. We'll see how you do. If Danaher gets this as well, that's 2 big marks and 2 big goals from him. Yeah, there we go. Danaher's 4th goal. He's doubled his tally within a few minutes. They're both low scoring. I don't know. I feel like the Lions Essendon game has provided a decent amount of entertainment. The other game, I get it. Carlton has scored 1 goal. And they're not even that far behind either. Am I just watching the scores? No, I'm watching both games. Although, well, I mean, one game's still on half-time break, but yeah, watching both games. Oh, they're going to start soon. That's good. Players are out. By April 23, make a rage review of it. I'll wait till they fix the game. How about that? I gotta wait till payday though, really. California put a big dent in the bank. So did Australia, but that's because I had to cancel my flight. So it's like, but yeah, I'm gonna wait till payday. My priority is to pre-order F1, which comes out in June, mid-June, and then if they fix A4 by then, I'll buy that as well. It's annoying because it sounded like they made the game I wanted as well. Like I wanted an Ultimate Team, they made that. The game looks so much improved based off previews and trailers, and then the game released. Oh, well, what's this then? This hasn't worked. Power to share make final. They could. They definitely could. I think there's a good chance of that. I think they will. Some people say it's already fixed. Well, hopefully it is. Behind for the Lions. Every goal the Lions have scored have been from Danaher. Every single goal. Danaher is beating Essendon. That's what's happening in that game. Jones. No one's breaking this curse. More behinds than goals for every team. Dogs had a chance to break that curse just now. Hello T. Colin, how you doing? Bailey Mark. Can we get our first non-Danaher Brisbane goal? It's possible right now. But Carlton have got 1 goal a game. Finally, a non-Danaher Brisbane goal. Bailey's first. Carlton behind. What a surprise. Why are they singing that song? I don't know which game it is either. Wanna know, will you be my girl? One of the crowds is singing that. I can't pick up on which crowd it is because I've listened to both commentaries. Fighting fit here. No footy on where you are. Oh. I've got the international digital membership, so I get access to all games. Kaya's $25 a month. And you get every game, yeah? It's pretty good. Oh, you're in a motel, I see. It's good you guys have a normal system. In the Premier League, no normal system. First of all, it's too expensive. Second, not every Premier League game is shown live in England. I know, that sounds crazy, right? I'm being serious. I think people have to pay like, I don't know, like £50, £60 a month to get Sky Sports and BT Sports. And they don't even get every Premier League game. But in any other country you can watch every Premier League game. But not in England where the league is from. Can you imagine that system in Australia? Hey, there's AFL on, but you can't watch every game. But you can watch every game in New Zealand. That's exactly stupid, right? It's as stupid as it sounds. But my Orphan membership pack hasn't arrived. I haven't got my Arsenal on either. It's the end of the season in 2 weeks. I think I got my Hawk's Nest newsletter magazine. So they got my address. They always send that separately for some reason. Bit of a scramble in the Lions game. Meanwhile, Rory Lobb gets a goal for the Bulldogs. Carlton are in trouble. Big, big trouble. Does a Hawthorn pack contain tissues? Maybe it does, who knows. Still waiting in 2018 membership pack. I'm still waiting for. I mean, it's not going to happen. It's never going to happen. I ordered something from Hawk's Nest think it was a hoodie and 2 other things. Never arrived. I've never bought from Hawk's Nest again. Like, I'm just like, I don't care about your discounts. I ain't buying from you. I mean, to be fair, I did go there when I was in Australia, but that's different. You can actually get the thing when you're there. Hello? Drary X Wolfstar Yo. Hello there. Go Essendon. Only 10 behind. Plenty of times to go. Hello Nash, how you doing? Lob looks like a Disney villain. That's an interesting comparison. McInerney Mark. Lions might be gaining control. This would be their 4th goal of the game, I think. It would be actually, yeah. Four goals in a row, Lions. 45-29. Goals are picking up. And as I say that, Carlton could get a goal. It's straight. It's doable. Carlton get a goal. Well done, guys. Carlton's 2nd goal of the entire game. What a team. So good. It'd be funny if they come back as well. Surely the Dogs can't concede a comeback. I know 25 points is not impossible, but like surely the Dogs will get more goals. Season defining for Blues and Bombers these games. Possibly, yeah, possibly. The Bombers have been competitive in pretty much every game, so. But not winning all of them. Just coming up short. I'd still like to see him in the finals, though. I think that'd be quite interesting. No, not quite from Rayner. It's a point, though. Or is it not? Oh, it's out on the full. I thought it was a point. I was going to say every point counts, but there's no point there. Hipwood from outside, well, just inside the 50. Big kick. 5 in a row. I said that before the commentator. I'm proud of myself for that. 22 points, guys. They were 10 behind at the start of this quarter, Brisbane. They have, they may have woken up just a little bit. Goal for Carlton. They've got their third goal. They've tripled their goals in the third quarter. It's unbelievable scenes. It's amazing. The two commentaries fit together so well. Carlton just got a goal, and then all I hear is, it's something Essendon can't do. The timing couldn't be any better there. That's perfect commentating timing there. That's brilliant. Carlton scored a goal. Then the other commentator on the other game says, it's something Essendon can't do. You couldn't write that script, really. He's not even commentating on the Carlton game. But he knows. Charlie Cameron missed something that could have been scoreable. Should have been scoreable. He's missed an easy set shot. He's missed that. I don't know what's going on with him today. Behind. It's not Charlie Cameron's day. Although it did go for quite a crazy mark. That would have been incredible. Hello Zoe, Essendon did be trash. Yeah, in this third quarter they've just not turned up. I don't know what happened to half time, but it's a different team that turned up second half. Even Tipper's losing the ball. Carlton behind. They're getting closer. Who's on the April 23 cover. I never checked. In the back, eh? What do you mean? A couple of weeks ago, coming at Goal of the Year. A week later, Ashcroft hold my beer. Essendon almost had a chance or something, but Brisbane get away with it. This could be Essendon's first scoreless quarter since round 1, 2015. Just relaying that from the commentator, if you're not already watching on Fox. Go! Carlton! Where's this come from? They hit one goal the whole first half. They're within 11 points now. Oh, Essendon will not get a scoreless quarter. They have just got on a goal as well. A lifeline. It's now 17 points. Some intriguing final quarters coming up. Next round's a big round, isn't it? We've got Port v Melbourne, Dogs v Crows, North v Sydney, you never know with that one. Freo Geelong, that should be Geelong win really. Q Clash, Essendon Richmond at the MCG, that's interesting, momentum wise. Hawthorn West Coast, Spoon decider maybe, Carlton Collingwood, and then Giants St Kilda. That Giant Stadium, that could... you could have a whole 9 round of bangers. Could be the biggest round so far. Well, I think Carlton are more likely to come back than Essendon are. Just considering how the Lions are playing. They just got another mark as well to get this goal in. But I guess you never know. Hipwood could still be a miss. It's not like it's close. It's pretty far out, and he's hit the post, the outside of the post. It's a behind. Could have been worse for Essendon. You'd ask if it's raining or something, but it's from the Blues Dogs games at Marvel. Yeah, it is. It's not raining anywhere. At least not in the 2 games not being played. Essendon almost got quite a good mark for Stringer. Would have been massive if he got a mark there and then goaled it. Chance for the Dogs to get a goal, meanwhile. 13 seconds left for the Dons. Unlikely they'll get a goal, but who knows. Stringer! Oh, no, he got that. On the siren, the Dons get a behind, I think. It's not a goal. Or is it a goal? It's a behind, it's a behind. Meanwhile, the Dogs... behind. Set shot. Well, it's 3/4 time in at the Gabba. Still 4:54 on the clock in the other game. Which means... the Gabba will be in the 4th quarter by the time this game's on its 3/4 time. Let me mute the Lions one temporarily. I muted the chief. I've already seen that advert. Of course, we should start playing good again and beat Geelong just before they play us. It's almost like they knew. They were like, come on guys, we're playing Essendon next week. Let's go beat Geelong. But Geelong were missing 9 players, so... no Paddy. So that's the excuse we're having. Okay. Jeez, Hawthorn were quicker than the AFL. Hawthorn just loaded the highlights of the Melbourne game. Why would you do that to yourself? There's going to be a lot of thank yous in the stream. There's plenty of people who've dropped by. Do I have a cousin who lives in Melbourne? There's this guy who lives to my work who looks just like me, even wears Batman hat and doesn't speak. As far as I know, no. I have relatives in Sydney. Last I heard, they have not moved to Melbourne. So I doubt it. Maybe he just looks like me. Maybe he's, apparently there's always a few people that look exactly like you. So maybe he's one of them. I don't know. But yeah, I have cousins in Sydney, as far as I know, and I think there's someone in Perth. But my granddad knows a relative in Perth. But I don't know who they are. But I know the ones who live in Sydney. Definitely have cousins in Canada as well. There was a civil war in Sri Lanka that lasted like 26 years. So quite a lot of people left. So you'll find Sri Lankans all over the world. Maybe not everywhere, but like at least in Western countries you'll find them. A doppelganger. Maybe it's a doppelganger. Maybe I have a twin who I've never been told about. Who knows? You never know. You should have asked him if you could like take a picture, and if he gave you permission, you could have like sent it. You're like, here's Davidoff, but then he could have said no, and you'd been like, ah, then I can't do anything then. Bontempelli! No, it's not on target. It's not even making a distance. Sard runs it behind. $50 penalty for Carlton. Did they give that because Bulldogs played on? I'm not sure I even knew he was Carlton free. Carlton could really win this. They looked hopeless in the first half. What were they, 1 goal 4? What a difference the third quarter makes. The Premiership quarter, eh? That's what it's proving to be so far. Big tackle. It's definitely, momentum's definitely on Carlton's side. Just over a minute to go. Go! Another one! It's 8 points! 4 consecutive goals for the Carlton Blues. Meanwhile, the other game's about to, the bounce just happened. The last time Carlton entered the final spot, Channel 10 to broadcast matches. Oh, it's a behind, touched. Going to be a review. Essendon just scored straight away, like 17 seconds. But there's a score review. The umpire says behind. Oh, they're checking if it was touched when it was kicked. Oh. Is that the early angle? That can't be the only angle. It's a behind then. Yeah, behind. That would have been a crazy start to the last quarter if Essendon got that goal. You thought your screen got frozen for a second. Oh, that's just me intensely watching the game, I think. Or maybe it froze. I guess you'll never know. Did you think I froze again? No. I was trying to play it as a joke again, but yeah. The dogs need to wake up. Hello, Bulldogs. Wake up. I need my tip to be correct. Why are you choking this? Almost another mark for Carlton. 3/4 time, 8 points. That was all Carlton. The dogs needed that break really badly. Definitely my intensity. See, Marsh, you just contradicted yourself there. I just said I wanted the Dogs to win, literally just now. What do you mean? I'm not supporting Carlton. Go for the Lions. 22 points. It's 3/4 time, as I've already said, in the Carlton game. Just had to confirm it. So it's definitely the Lions game where they sing, "I wanna know, will you be my girl?" That's definitely the Gabba crowd singing that. No, now I can hear it. What is this? Their goal music? Ah, Fox Video AFL in 4K. I don't think I got 4K on my live pass. 720p? How dare you? How dare you? That's not even full HD. I haven't made one Hawthorn supporting comment proof. What are you talking about? The authentic Australian work boot on one of my screens. Meanwhile, you got a good game on the other. Oh, goal for the Lions. 5 goals for Danaher. 28 points. You would think that a Brisbane win would be a formality. I'm not supporting Hawthorn early Dogs. Well, Hawthorn are not playing right now. What do you mean? I'm hoping for a couple Essendon goals, just, because I like closer games, but at least my tip will be correct with the Lions, and I prefer the Lions as well. And then my Premiership tip is to be a bit embarrassing for them to lose more games. Q Clash next week should be interesting. Same time next week as well. I should be awake for that then. I should be. What is that, mate? Be right back. Need to put my phone on charge. Okay. There we go. I never even checked. I just realized the my green screen doesn't cover the full background. Yeah, now it does. I've not realized that for how long? How long I've been live? 2 hours and 9 minutes, yes. Took me that long to realize my green screen is not fully covering the background. It's only a tiny bit to be fair, but I need it to be full. Not 99.9, 100. behind for the Dons. Players out in the other game. Final quarter soon. Charlie can't keep it in. Alright, last quarter starts in the Carlton Dogs game. Interesting how the commentators mentioned now Essendon will be happy with how they've handled Charlie Cameron. Which is true, they've done well with him, but he's also missed 2 of the easiest shots of the game. So they also kind of lucky he wasn't firing. Redmond's smashed into the advertising board. Probably hurt a little bit. I think hitting the ground hurt a bit more. It's only his leg that hit the board. Cameron gets one on target, but is touched behind. Excuse me. Excuse me. My eyes are definitely more on the Carlton game at the moment, but I'm still glancing over at the Lions. Maybe 2 or 3 more goals left in that game, really. Doherty. Good move. See if Mackay can get it in from here. Definitely looks like he'll go for the shot. Mackay behind. Every point counts. We've had a quarter to the last quarter in Marvel. Meanwhile, Charlie Cameron. He misses again. It's not his day. But that was a bit harder. Way harder than the 2 easy ones he missed. Come on, Carlton. Well, only 7 points now. Carlton definitely been a lot better. Joe Danaher's just got his 6th goal for Brisbane today. Another painful one for Essendon. 6 of Brisbane's 10 goals have been Joe Danaher. Back to what I was saying. The Dogs at one point, I think they were 31 points in the lead in the 3rd quarter. But after that, it's been all Carlton. Dogs are in need of a goal. Because at the rate it's going, Carlton probably win. It's so hard to watch as a Dogs fan. Mr. Cat is a Dogs fan. Now that is quite the turn up for the books. Big mark for Carlton. They goal this as a winner point. Eighth from the ladder, Bulldogs are 15th. Yeah, I didn't think they were 15th, to be fair. They lost their first 2 games, and then since then they've been very good, haven't they? What a goal! It's 1 point. Hey, Mars McGee, where are you? Is it boring now? Because at Marvel, we're in for a quite a tight finish. Essendon out on the fall, meanwhile. Where did Essendon go in the second half, guys? Whatever team went in at half time did not come out second half. Had to gather. Of course, Davidoff is a Dogs fan. He was caught on TV cameras where a kid must be his son. My son, yeah? You're right. So now I'm a Dogs fan, yeah? Last week you said I'm a Carlton fan. I mean, you said that today, actually. And now I'm apparently a Dogs fan. Okay, mates. All the Carlton fans are saying flaggers if they win this. I look forward to Carlton v Collingwood next week. That's going to be a banger of a game. I cannot wait to see the chaos, the absolute chaos that comes with that game. He didn't start playing the fail. Look, listen. You continued it. Someone started it. Maybe it was, I can't remember the other guy's name. Big mark for the Bulldogs. Big mark. Momentum's all with Carlton at the moment. And the Dogs getting behind. So momentum's still with Carlton. Should really get that goal, to be honest. Carlton is going to be quite a massacre. Carlton got over 100 points. 100 points? 100 points? They're not Hawthorn. That was a terrible shot, by the way. How that wasn't a Bulldogs goal, I don't know. They're ruining my tips. All these teams. Well, I mean, Brisbane. I tipped Brisbane. I got the first 3 games wrong of my tips. We've had half the quarter. Somehow the Dogs are still ahead. Oh no, here come Carlton. Big mark. What, Carlton are worse than Hawthorn? Are you alright? I'm a Hawthorn fan, even I can't admit that. Tipping Woody just got a goal. This second half has been mostly Carlton. Sam Walsh, 6 consecutive goals for the Carlton Blues. That says it already. 6 unanswered. What are the Dogs doing? They've choked. They've gone. That's the Dogs right now. How can you choke against the chokers? Like, how's that even possible? How do you choke to the chokers? Like, what's going on here? Just rewatching the Tipping Woody replay. That was a good goal. "31 points up, Dogs. 31 points up. Just remember that. You fools!" Bro, I'm gonna get if Carlton win this, I'm gonna get 4 tips wrong, and there's still two games left. I got 3, including Brisbane. I got 3 tips out of 7. My word. How did I tip North to beat Port? No, I didn't. That's the 4th game. That's the 4th game, mate. Richmond, West Coast, and Sydney. Sydney is the stupid one. West Coast is the stupid one. I don't know what I was doing there. And yeah, I got Port and Melbourne correct, the 2 obvious ones, in Brisbane. Brisbane have a set shot, could be on 80 points in a second. 3 minutes to go in that game. No, that's not a goal in this one. 75 points. Got a nice 30-point lead. Should have shot, mate. Go! Go, Dogs! Go, Dogs! The Bulldogs have got a goal! That's their first goal since they were 31 points up. Wow! My word. Still 7:31 on the clock. Plenty of time to change. What a goal, though. That was brilliant. Brisbane got a goal just now as well. where did Essendon go, guys? I'm genuinely curious. Like, I'm so confused. Essendon went missing. Has anyone seen Essendon? I haven't seen them. My word. Whatever team left at half time is not the team in the second half. Their clones have come out. They're evil clones. Kerno mark. Kerno's got a mark! Get excited! This game is crazy! It would be funny if you missed this. It would be very funny. Kerno gets the goal! Carlton lead by 4 again. It is unbelievable. Do you reckon someone sheep is going to comment in like 2 days? Can you react to Carlton v Bulldogs? It was a great game. And I'm just like, yeah, I watched the whole game, mate. 50 seconds left at the Cabba. How much longer? 6:36. Plenty of time. You can get 6 more goals than that. Oh. Oh! What a goal! What a goal! Bulldogs! Oh my days! That might be the best goal of the game, that. That might be the best. That finish was insane. Give me some replays of that. Get me the popcorn. Oh, that was perfection, bro. That was perfection. I mean, I haven't seen the other games, but this has to be game of the round, surely. Yeah, Siren's gone in Brisbane game that ends 81-45. I thought Carlton Bulldogs would be like the B game in terms of like how good it would be. No. This is the main event. I normally put the main event at the bottom. There's been 4 lead changes in this game. They've all been in the last 5 minutes, guys. 4 lead changes in this game. They've all been in the last 5 minutes. Think about that. That's my alarm. Go Dogs! Go Dogs! My tip! My tip! Oh my word! It's absolutely ridiculous! I can't believe my eyes! It was a nice goal as well. Eight-point lead, 6 minutes to go. I'm going to update this so that game's at the bottom because I prefer the main event to be next to my face. So we'll do that. Carlton can still win. Carlton can still win. Mars McGee is the only one. He's the odd one out. He's like, worst game in history. What are you talking about? This game's incredible. This second half has been, yeah, the first half, okay. Second half, oh my word. Everything from the moment the Dogs went 31 points up to now. Incredible. You can't tell me this game was worse than than Friday's. Either of Friday's games. Hugo Higgins on his own. Mark for the Dogs. This could be game over. Could be. So basically not candidate for a good game. What do you mean? It's still a good game, mates. What are you talking about? The Dogs are 14 ahead. Carlton need 3 goals. Carlton need 3 goals in 4 minutes 28. What do you guys think? I think the Dogs will win this from here. Yeah, the Dogs are 7th, by the way. I don't know why you thought they were 15th. They've won most of their games since round 3. I don't know where you got 15th from, mate. If they win, they'll be 6th, I think. I don't think their percentage will be quite on Brisbane's level. A low scoring thrashing. How is this a thrashing? What do you mean? Collingwood Carlton next week. Why does it have to be at 6:20 a.m, man? I want to see that live. I'm working that weekend, so I probably won't be able to sleep early enough. I am working today as well, by the way. I'm working overtime today. They gave me an afternoon shift. If they gave me morning shift, I wouldn't have done this. I'm glad they gave me afternoon. 3:50 to go. Dogs have some big games coming up, like Adelaide, Geelong, Port Adelaide. Free kick Carlton. Free kick Carlton for a push. He's not even taking up the time, he's just going to kick it. Behind Carlton. 13 points, nothing changes so far. What I want to see a Collingwood 10 go in. What do you mean? The game could be very close. It was close last year in round 23. What are you talking about? $2.48 remaining. There we go. It's not a mark. Wow. Norton choked that kick. He should have gotten a goal. That would have been game, set, and match. What a miss. Two minutes, 14 points. What do you think, guys? Carlton need a goal within the next 30 seconds, surely. Dogs defending for their lives. Kerno behind. 1:40 left. That should be game over, surely. They kicked 1 goal in 2 5 quarters. But since then, they kicked 7 and made it a great game. What do you mean? I think this stream's gone up 100 views in this quarter alone, which is quite crazy. It's on 292. It was like under 200 like at 3/4 time. I appreciate the support, and we're all enjoying this great piece of football. Apart from Masks. Masks is not enjoying it, and I guess Carlton fans aren't enjoying it anymore either. Jure, he should have finished it. He just missed an easy kick. Him and Cameron today are like best friends, mate. They're missing the easiest shots of the game. Good job the game's over for them. At least I got my Bulldogs tip right. So I still got 3 tips wrong. Should have been 2. I don't know why I tipped West Coast. Come on Adelaide tomorrow. We'll be watching that live. That's like 4:10 a.m. I think I'm busy. Oh, it's a goal! Goal for the Dogs. That's the That's the cherry on top of the icing on the cake. I think it's safe to say the comeback is not on now. I think 20 points in 11 seconds is quite hard. Just a thought. Yeah. At the highest point of the stream, we had 21 viewers. Damn. I appreciate it, guys. The chat has been lively in the last quarter. Dogs win! Dogs win! Got to leave for work in 10 minutes. I'll do my thank yous right now. I know that not everyone who watches actually comments, so if you haven't commented, then thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Thank you, Hunter O'Neill, first one in the chat. Grass 10, Ethan, Sammy G, Ravinio. I swear Sammy G always like says hi and goes away after 5 seconds. Ravinio, Mars McGee, Playlist Guy. Playlist Guy also donated 99 cents, which I really appreciate. Who else? I know there's more. I'm just scrolling down the order of the chat. Just thanking everyone that's been here. Riley Talks Everything. Thank you for stopping by. Laura. Daniel. Prakash. I didn't read your comment. You tipped Sydney. Because you tipped Sydney in the gauntlet. That is terrible, Daniel. How could you do that? Harry. Thank you, Harry Alderman. T. Cullen as well. Just got to the part where he joined the stream. Drary X Wolfstar Yo, thank you. Whatever your name is. Nash Paris, thank you. Zoe, Kalen. Who else? I think I'm missing at least one. Heather as well, and Mr. Katz. Thank you for joining in. We might have everyone. I think, possibly. I could be wrong. That might be everyone. Qualeris, thank you as well. I appreciate it. Now I think I've got everyone. I think. As far as I know. But yeah, thanks to everyone for watching. I really appreciate it. It's currently on 298 views, which is, I think, my highest for AFL live streams. I hope to bring you more soon. No promises for tomorrow, but if I do wake up early enough, calling was at 7:40 a.m. This was like 10:30, so it was more manageable. But we shall see. We shall see. 6 of the last 7 games of the Dogs. Yeah, they're on very good form. The one loss was to Port, right? Since round 3. There were loads of Carlton fans, and they probably left after they knew they lost. Stadium was nearly empty already. Indeed. So, yeah, there you go. That was a good time. I really enjoyed myself, and hope you guys enjoyed the stream as well. This has been very fun, and I'm glad I woke up early enough this time. So, yeah, really appreciate it. Thanks for the support, and there'll be some content coming up soon, I guess. At some point I'll be doing tipping anyway. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and goodbye.